couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Yeah, so that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenville's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. Stand pain is the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner and nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo Baggins, y'all coming up short. Take a recess, this a heat check. Yeah, shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years, the vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys, I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source, I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. Then payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, best for me, you don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
Boss, I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just stole my identity, and I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making a million of verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just ain't ready to whittle peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. Send payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
Alright, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this. Gangsta Brazil.
Yeah. God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead. Then West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Black shot.
Second down and goal. Lance. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. In his own end zone, it's Allen. On the move to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oh, I like this call. I know they weren't successful on it, but so many times defenses load up trying to get a safety when you're in this spot. How about taking the shot downfield, hoping to use their momentum against them? They didn't get it, but I sure like what they were doing there.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And now, Charles, what do? You want to create some space here for your punter if you have to punt.
I think maybe you just go quarterback sneak and try and create that space and hope your punter can help you out.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From his end zone on third and long, Allen. knocked away and incomplete.
Barnett came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now Hill to return it. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
10. Field, flat. Slide smooth.
Here's Lance. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a play fake. Lance. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
97. Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. And he's got his big tight end here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing now is Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a 1st down. Lance looking to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And Lance going to throw. Over the middle, incomplete to Waddle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their 1st drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's into the hands of Waddle downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off of play action, here's Lance. And going deep for Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Allen going to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. And
Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect you to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 28-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Hill on the return. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Right, 60. Blue striker. Ready?
A final shot before half for Lance. He's going to go up top again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story, from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Okay,
the Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Lance now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Throwing now is Lance. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lance now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this 35-0 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play. It's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hill. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Lance. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now Lance. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And they'll go for it. Lance. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. In motion, Hill. Again, it's Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top for the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Jones on the return. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Tackled on the play by Kaiir Elam. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fielded at the 43. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now a play fake. Lance. They're going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Let's go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Black Ultra. Strike it. Strike it. Blue strike it. Clock 10.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready, ready. Red, yellow. Ultra, go Ultra. Ready, go.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And going deep for Hill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this